Alrighty, coming to you today from Mystic Rock Golf Course. A very nice track, wide open. Looks like it's almost like in a quarry or something. If anyone has any information about this course, go ahead and shoot it my way. Starting off up the right hand side, leaving about 70 in. Should be a good distance for me. It's online. And a tap in birdie to start. That's a good way to get it going here today. Interesting. You can kind of see where I get the quarry thing from. You're sitting up on this little dam like landing almost. Kind of out of the bottom there. But still with 160 left. Gonna get a good bounce, end up about hole high, 5 yards left. And another good shot there. That's gonna be a par. Looking up over the countryside and seeing some of the features here at Mystic Rock Golf Course. Trying to hit a draw in there, long par 3, 204 yards. Got underneath that one. High on the face, but able to chip near it for a par. So still at -1, going over to the 4th hole, which is across the water. Oh no, just behind this water. Got to carry it on the tee shot. The white tees were right around 6,000 yards. There's a good drive right there. Gonna get a decent little rollout and end up with about 93 remaining. Pretty level shot. Should be attack position. Oh, unlucky to go right over the pin. Landing it right at 98 yards. Not quite dialing in that distance, but our first par 5 of the day coming up. And losing the face control there, leaving it out to the right. It's going to be a tough layup towards the water now. And a good shot there, right in the distance and direction we wanted to stay short, but not get back into the rough. So 100 left. That same shot we hit on the last hole would be perfect. Looks like I pulled it a little bit. And it goes long for a 3-putt. Dang it. A good hole turning into a 3-putt bogey, but can't say that doesn't happen every time I go play at some point. Really getting behind that one and closing the face to my own detriment, sending it straight into the only water hazard that you can get to. And so 184 now. Ends up in a good layup position, but hard to hit off of that rough in the bank. 45 remaining. Seemed a little handsy. It's going to be short. Oh my god, it's not short. It rolls in for a single bogey, and got to be happy with that at the moment after that bad tee shot. 170, a little downhill. Looked like a good swing, but definitely out to the left. Not going to come back. It's going to stay on the fringe. Oh, hits the top of the flagstick, and is that back-to-back-to-back bogeys? So a bad run there through 5, 6, and 7. 8th hole's going to be another par 5. 491, just a big bunker on the left. Losing face control a little bit out to the right. End up in the rough. Gonna be a layup here. It's almost set up like a links course with really nothing in front of the greens so far. Kind of had a straight shot at them. 50 for a birdie. Come on. And that's short. Missing an opportunity there. Hitting uphill. Could have gave that one a little more juice. And a pretty hole here. Water on the left. Up the side. A 405-yard par 4 to end the front 9. Good drive, finds the rough on the right-hand side, and then some sort of a stinging shot that, if it would have went one more yard to the right, would have had a good chance there. Chipping and holding the gimme circle for a par. All right, +2 through the front, headed to the back 9. Again, working around some of these man-made lakes and ponds with the rock quarry looking borders. I think that's a cool setup. Each hole seems to be pretty isolated too. You're not going to be like driving it onto hole 7, you know, when you're on hole 8. A normal boring par there, and a really cool par 5 coming up here at 11. Goes down the hill straight, and then right, and then left, and then right again. So sending it on a really good line to start. Catching a little bit of the hill, getting a little run out even. And we will be 240. That's about as good as I can hit my 3-wood. Landing at 230, and it actually gets 243. Just ends up a little left of the pin, which was a safe play with all the water. Should be an easy birdie though. Chipping down the hill, nestling at hole high. Birdie on the books. +1. Going to the 12th, a tough par 3 pin right in the front. And tiny little green, getting lucky here that it stays up after coming up about a yard short. Not a good chip there. And over the green again. Now trying to pop it up and land it soft, and giving the birdie back immediately, something I really don't like to see when I edit. It's like, why did I waste that birdie? But got to enjoy it for a hole. Interesting rushed little drive there that ends up in the left rough. 135 remaining. Sending it on its way, and it looks a little short. We're going to need a bounce. It kicks to the right a little bit and settles in for a par after a kind of like a thin to win or a little fat shot that rewarded and got there just enough. Tough driving hole here. 2 bunkers to navigate. And just hit it right into the second one. 120 from the beach. Low draw. It's got a check. Oh, that's a shame. I hit that as good as I could to try and play that in there. And it just goes a foot too far. I liked that foot movement there. Sending it on its way. Gonna have a pitching wedge or a 50-degree or something in here. 112. Green light. face a little open. It's going to end up right of the hole. Had the distance. So see, even when it doesn't get the club data over there in the white box, you got 1.4 degrees to the right and then 400 spin to the right. So you know that it was a cross and the face was probably open. Or it was just a straight kind of a push. 220 left on this par 5. It's a number I can hit. Let's see. Tough green to go for. Really small and not really good for a fader. Fades into a bunker and then splash out of the bunker just a little too far. But securing a par at 16 and heading to 17, 162 yard, par 3. Another tough pin location, water everywhere left. Got it up really high and tried to just drop it out of the sky onto that green, and able to do so just barely. That's a tough shot. Alright, last hole of the day, par 4, Mystic Rock recap. I really like the layout, each hole being so individual and kind of set up for itself. You don't get any trees almost anywhere on the course. Some big bunkers, some nice driving holes, some interesting holes, tough par 3s, some water you can find, which we did today. We're going to end on a really good shot into this par 4 that hangs on for an ending birdie, ending at a 73 plus 2. That's the Saturday pins that were kind of tough, and that was 6,300 yards. So make sure to like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about Mystic Rock Golf Course, and we will see you tomorrow for the next video. Peace.